foolishly.
I had to rewrite this entire fucking script. The Glyca system, TTF sawmill, multi-queuing, capture the flag purgatory, WM1 pyro was nerfed. Oh my god, they buffed the extinguisher. Hello?
Hey, TFG!
Hey, where's Cribbz? Congratulations on 900 subscribers. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? I went back through your channel, and the oldest video you've got is Embers of Miri. It was a really good video, and it was really well made, so I gotta ask, is this your first ever video?
Funny story about that, actually. Yes, technically that is my first video that is shown on YouTube, but I did make a console TF2 video beforehand, and the terrible part about that video is that I was sick at the time. So I recorded my audio while I was sick, and I sounded like a chain smoker on a Saturday weekend. It was horrible. Not only that, but I had these huge bland commentary segments with huge audio removal segments in between. It was very boring to listen to.
Oh, speaking of which, you are only one of very few TF-tubers to play on both console and PC. What made you decide to do that? How did that become a thing?
Actually, it wasn't a fact that I wanted to do both. It's because whenever I first started playing TF2, I played on a crappy old desktop that I think still had a floppy disk at the time. It was pretty ancient for standards here nowadays. Later, I got a nice little like entry-level laptop. It was about 500 bucks, and I started to play TF2 on it. But I could only manage about 30 FPS on it, and it was fairly unplayable for me, so I decided to try TF2 on console. Now, at the time, I didn't know that TF2 on console wasn't updated to the standards on PC, and whenever I booted it up and played it, I was absolutely terrified. I was like, wait, there's no items? There's no hats? This is terrible. Why would I play this? So I went to YouTube to go, search up on TF2 on console, and I discovered there's literally zero content on console. The only console content there is just like shit edited like frag movies and stuff that no one really wants to watch. So I decided to fill that gap. Now jump forward to today, and I got myself my nice little gaming PC, and I'm really happy with it.
Nice. I'm glad that turned out well for you. You managed to find something that nobody else has ever done before. Kind of like what we're doing here.
Oh yes, definitely, for sure you are, man. This is actually an amazing series in my book. It can be compared to stuff like, Howard Stern, if you ever listen to him.
Oh, thank you. That really means a lot. How much time would you say you spend making and editing one of your videos?
Okay, so whenever I first started, it was about 2 hours because I was lazy and just cut all the stuff. I never really edited anything in. But nowadays, if I make a live comm, I tend to put a few bits and pieces in it, and that takes about 3 to 4 hours to make, which isn't too bad, especially for something you can just sit down and record. But for something such as my videos like Girardi Chopper, oh god, that took me a whole night. I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning working on that, and I started at about like 9. So if you do the math there, 9 to 3, that's about 6 hours. It's insane.
No, it was a great video. I watched your how to engineer video. Totally agree 100% with everything you said. Flawless video.
And I think a lot of Gibus Engies agree too, because they do those tips and they probably haven't even listened to the video. They probably haven't even watched it.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Alright, here's one from the audience. What editing software do you use?
Okay, so for recording, the footage raw on its own, I use OBS, which is really unheard of for most people. But for editing it afterwards, I use HipFilm Express 4. It's actually a free software. So all these edits I do are completely free. There's nothing paid for it. I know a lot of people use like Sony Vegas and all that stuff, but it looks very intimidating for me. So I decided to start with something smaller, and I'm actually really happy with HipFilm.
Do you have any new advice for new TF-tubers or just people trying to get into YouTube?
Alright, so first of all, before I even preface anything, you have to find yourself. And I think you're doing that great here, actually. This definitely does reflect what I see in you. More of a sitcom type guy. It's really nice. Me, whenever I first started, I had no clue of what I was doing. And I made all these videos that were one-offs, and I wasn't getting anywhere. Eventually, I found my voice, what I'm comfortable with, and I was able to flourish with it. So before you can even think of getting better, quote-unquote, with YouTube, find your voice. Find what you're comfortable with. Then, once you find what you're comfortable with, be consistent with it. And whether that be daily, weekly, monthly, semi-annually, it doesn't matter. Find your consistencies with it and stick to it. Because YouTube rewards consistency nowadays, and it's kind of a sad feature. But if you really want to get your mark out there, stay consistent and know your voice.
We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Hey you. Yeah, you. You arbitrary person that I have no clue who you actually are. Do you like gaming? Yeah, of course you do. Gaming is kind of fun. Do you like a 10-year-old game run by a tycoon of a company that can hardly ever seem to get things done? Of course you do. This is on After Hours. A thing about TF2. Do you like sniping? Do you like random dumb shit or scripted content about the previous two things? Then you're like this channel, this fucking guy. Not mine. Oh, wait. TFG isn't a sniper main? Why the fuck am I subscribed? Do you like random kills that I really didn't deserve? Like this one. Or this one. Or do you like the highlights of gameplay which does not show my actual skill and really just shows what I am capable of, but not what I can frequently and consistently do? Then you'll like, I don't know anymore. Do you like random obscure references that literally no one will ever get? Well, I don't. I'd rather eat maggoty pork than try to understand those references. Like that reference. That one fucking sucked. Stupid allied master computer. Do you need something to fill the growing empty void in your soul ever since Snow left? Like seriously, why did he have to leave? He was such a good sniper, and now all we have are edgy snipers that only post montages or mini hackers. He was like the only one who actually made videos about sniper, and now he's gone. I upload once every week on Monday 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every month a bonus clip, plus anything that I just, come across that I don't think I should put in the bonus clip. Here's a preview clip.
Hit it, Doc! Come on, hit it, Doc!
I'm the Bone Man. I'm going to bone the enemy team. Yes.